Have you ever felt like you train, but your muscles just don't grow the way they should? I went through months like that too, lifting weights, sweating it out, but seeing nothing change in the mirror, until I realized the problem wasn't the workout itself, but how I was structuring my rep ranges. That's when I started digging deep into how rep variation truly impacts muscle growth. The truth is, most of us follow preset formulas, 3x10, 4x12 and so on. But are those reps actually triggering the growth fibers your body needs? There's one small detail most people overlook, and it could be sabotaging your progress for years. Once you understand it, everything starts to change, faster and for real. So in this video, I'll show you the ideal rep range to build real muscle. It's not about copying what the bodybuilder on the internet is doing, it's about understanding how your body responds to effort. We'll also cover training to failure, hidden risks, and how to create a smart, effective routine. I even put together an exclusive guide we developed just for you, packed with safe and practical strategies. But here's the thing, this guide won't be available for long. If you're truly committed to your physical evolution, this might be the shift you've been waiting for. So pay close attention, because in the next few minutes, you'll understand why not every intense workout leads to real hypertrophy, and how just a few small changes can dramatically speed up your gains. If you've ever set foot in a gym, you've probably wondered, what's the best way to build muscle? Heavy weights for a few reps, or lighter weights for many? This question has puzzled fitness enthusiasts for years, leading to countless debates and discussions. For decades, the fitness world has promoted the hypertrophy zone, the famous 6 to 12 rep range, as the gold standard for muscle growth. This range is often recommended by trainers and fitness experts alike. This idea is everywhere, in magazines, training programs, and gym conversations. It's become almost a mantra in the fitness community. The logic is simple: lift moderately heavy weights for 8-10 reps, get a good pump, and you'll grow. This approach is believed to maximize muscle tension and metabolic stress, key factors in muscle hypertrophy. Many believe lifting heavier for fewer reps is just for strength, while lighter weights for high reps are for endurance. This has led to a clear division in training styles. But is this rep range truly superior, or just tradition? Could it be that we've been following a guideline that's more myth than fact? Modern research lets us look deeper into what actually happens inside our muscles. Scientists are now able to measure muscle growth and adaptation with greater precision. Scientists now test these ideas with controlled experiments, challenging old beliefs. They use advanced techniques to analyze muscle fibers and growth patterns. The goals separate fact from fiction and provide evidence-based recommendations. This helps athletes and fitness enthusiasts make more informed decisions about their training. So, is there really a magic rep range for muscle growth, or have we been oversimplifying a complex process? Or is the reality more flexible than we've been led to believe? Could it be that different rep ranges can be effective depending on various factors like individual goals, fitness levels, and even genetic predispositions? Let's dive into the science and find out. By understanding the latest research, we can tailor our workouts to be more effective and efficient. For decades, the fitness world was obsessed with the so-called hypertrophy zone, that magical 8 to 12 rep range believed to be the only way to build muscle. But recent studies have upended this old dogma, showing us that muscle growth isn't limited to a narrow band of repetitions. Researchers have rigorously compared training with heavy, moderate, and light weights, spanning low, moderate, and high rep ranges. They've looked at athletes pushing through 5 heavy reps, others grinding out sets of 15, and some even going as high as 30 reps with lighter weights. The result? Across the board, people can build similar amounts of muscle using a wide range of rep schemes, as long as the total effort is high. This means you're not limited to just one style of training. There's real flexibility in how you approach your workouts. The key isn't the number of reps you perform, it's the intensity and effort you bring to each set. Whether you're lifting heavy or light, what matters most is pushing yourself close to your limits. Muscle growth happens when you push close to muscular failure, regardless of whether it takes 5 reps or 25. That burning sensation in your muscles, that's a sign you're recruiting more muscle fibers and signaling your body to adapt and grow. This is explained by the size principle. As you increase effort, your body recruits more and more muscle fibers, starting with the smallest and ending with the largest, most powerful ones. The closer you get to failure, the more fibers are activated regardless of the weight you're using. Heavy weights recruit all fibers quickly, so you reach that point of full activation in just a few reps. With lighter weights, it takes more reps and more time, but as you fatigue, your body still calls in all available muscle fibers to get the job done. So whether you're grinding out 5 heavy reps or 25 lighter ones, as long as you're pushing near failure, you're stimulating muscle growth. Both approaches can be equally effective if you're working hard enough. This means you're not locked into a single rep range or training style. You have the freedom to choose what fits your goals, preferences, and even your mood on any given day. You can personalize your training, add variety, and still get great results. Mixing up your rep ranges can help prevent boredom, reduce the risk of overuse injuries, and keep your workouts mentally engaging. The science is clear. Effort trumps rep count. It's the quality and intensity of your work that drives progress, not just the numbers on the page. This opens up new ways to design enjoyable, sustainable workouts. You can train with friends, try new routines, and keep things fresh, all while making gains. Flexibility in rep ranges can keep training fresh and effective, helping you stay motivated and consistent over the long term. The bottom line? It's not just about how many reps you do, it's about how hard you work. Focus on effort, push yourself, and you'll see results no matter which rep range you choose. High rep sets can build muscle, but they're tough in practice. Using very light weights, sometimes just 30% of your max, means you might need 30, 40, or more reps to reach failure. That's a lot of burning, discomfort, and mental fatigue. For most people, pushing through that pain regularly is unrealistic. High rep sets also take much longer, making workouts less efficient. In busy lives, spending double the time in the gym isn't practical. Plus, your heart and lungs may give out before your muscles do, especially on big lifts. You might stop because you're out of breath, not because your muscles are done. This limits the muscle-building stimulus. So, while high reps work in the lab, they're not always the best choice in real life. Science says training near failure is crucial for muscle growth, especially with lighter weights. But most people stop sets too early, mistaking discomfort for true failure. Your body's warning signals, burning muscles, heavy breathing, kick in before you're actually done. Beginners especially tend to quit when it gets tough, not when they truly can't do another rep. Studies show that with encouragement, people can often squeeze out several more reps. Stopping too soon means missing out on the reps that matter most for growth. Learning to push to your real limit is a skill. Occasionally, training with a partner or using techniques like rest-pause can help you calibrate what true failure feels like. Over time, you'll get better at pushing hard enough to trigger real muscle gains. To understand why failure matters, look at your muscle fibers. You have slow twitch fibers for endurance and fast twitch fibers for power and growth. Your body recruits fibers in order, slow first, then fast as effort increases. Fast twitch fibers, the ones with the most growth potential, are only activated when you push to high effort or failure. With light or moderate weights, the fast twitch fibers don't kick in until the end of a tough set. If you stop early, you miss recruiting these key fibers. Only by pushing to failure do you ensure all fibers are challenged. This sends the strongest signal for muscle growth. Stopping short weakens the stimulus. True or near failure guarantees you've done enough to spark new muscle. High rep sets aren't risk-free. Doing 20+ reps per set means lots of repetitive motion, which can strain joints and tendons, especially on big compound lifts. As you fatigue, your form breaks down, increasing injury risk. This is especially dangerous with exercises like squats or deadlifts. The risk-to-reward ratio for high-rep failure sets on these moves isn't great. Instead, save high-rep 2-failure sets for safer single-joint exercises or machines. Movements like leg extensions, curls, or cable flies let you push hard without risking your back or joints. This way, you get the benefits of high-rep training while minimizing injury. Be strategic. Choose the right exercises for high-rep work. Since all rep ranges can build muscle, the smartest programs use a mix. Low reps, 3, 5, build strength and train your nervous system. Moderate reps, 6, 12, are efficient for muscle size and volume. High reps, 15, 30, create metabolic stress and a new growth stimulus. Rotating rep ranges, daily or weekly, prevents plateaus and overuse injuries. Use low reps for big lifts, moderate for most hypertrophy work, and high reps for isolation moves. This variety keeps training effective and well-rounded. Mixing it up leads to better results and more complete development. As we age, safety becomes even more important in training. Older adults are more prone to injury and recover more slowly. Heavy, low-rep lifting puts extra stress on aging joints and tendons. The good news, research shows you don't need heavy weights to build muscle as you get older. Moderate 8, 12, and higher 15, 20 rep ranges with lighter weights are safer and still effective. Focus on perfect form, controlled tempo, and pain-free movement. If an exercise hurts, swap it out. Train smart, and you'll build muscle and strength safely for years to come. The real secret to muscle growth isn't just about how much weight you lift or how many reps you can crank out. It's about the effort you put into every single set. Many people get caught up in chasing numbers, thinking that more reps automatically means more progress. But what truly drives muscle growth is how hard you push yourself during those reps, especially as you approach your limits. Mechanical tension and recruiting all muscle fibers matter most, and that happens when you push close to failure. When you challenge your muscles to the point where you can barely finish a rep with good form, you're signaling your body to adapt and grow stronger. This is where the magic happens, when your muscles are forced to work harder than they're used to. Don't just hit a target rep number and stop if you have more in the tank. If you finish your set and feel like you could have done several more reps, you're leaving gains on the table. It's important to listen to your body and recognize when you can push a little further. The last tough reps are where growth happens. Those final challenging repetitions are what break down muscle fibers and trigger the repair process that leads to bigger, stronger muscles. Embrace the struggle. It's a sign you're making progress. Use rep ranges as a guide, not a rule. Pick a weight that makes you fail within your target range. The goal isn't to simply reach a number, but to make sure those last reps are genuinely difficult. If you breeze through your set, it's time to increase the weight. If it's too easy or too hard, adjust the weight. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what challenges you. Progress comes from consistently pushing your boundaries, not from sticking to the same routine week after week. Rotate rep ranges every few weeks to keep things fresh and effective. Changing up your routine not only prevents boredom but also keeps your muscles guessing and adapting, which is key for long-term growth. Whether you're training for strength, size, or endurance, always push yourself close to failure. This principle applies to all fitness goals. Effort is the common denominator that drives results no matter your focus. Consistent high effort is the ultimate key to building muscle. It's not about perfection every session, but about showing up and giving your best time after time. Over weeks and months, this dedication adds up. That's the science-backed path to real results. Focus on effort, challenge yourself, and you'll see the transformation you're working for.